Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Yo, what up, though, people? Like to welcome you back to the Keep It a C Note podcast. As always, I am your boy Brown. To the left of me, we got
your boy John.
And to the left of John, we got
Vito.
Okay, shout out to that. Shout out to everybody that's in the building via YouTube. This your first time, please hit the sub button. Make sure you hit the like button and hit the notification bell so you can get notified when we drop content. Since the last episode, a lot is going on with Kyrie Irving. Brooklyn suspended him for at least 5 games. Nike has suspended him. And they said they're not going to release the Kyrie 8. What's your thoughts with everything that's going on with Kyrie? Brooklyn, they just gave him a list of 6 things that he has to do before he comes back to the team.
Yeah.
Just keep it a C note. What's your thoughts
he had a counter offer, though, that he gave back to the Nets in order for him to play. I mean, I ride with it, though. But this all goes to show how much power that these Bulls have. They don't play. I mean, he's getting it from every angle, whether it's on TNT, whatever station they're on, whatever sports analysts are covering it. They're all bash on. Not one player, not one person stood up for the Bull. All he did was share a movie, and it was
not in the NBA. There's a couple of people stood up for him now.
Not in the NBA.
Right.
No
right.
NBA players have stood up
current.
for him.
Because I know Steve, go ahead, finish what you was going to say.
But the crazy part is that it was played in the movie theater, one of Shaq's movie theaters, like, back in the day. So, like, I don't get it. It was a movie that was put out. It's a movie, and all he did was promote it.
Right.
He put it on there, and he ain't say no words behind it with the initial tweet. So, I don't see where all this is coming from. So, that makes me kind of curious to see what the hell is in this damn film for them to do all this.
It sounds like you ready to watch it.
I am. Next episode, I'll let y'all know.
By the way, it's number 1 on Amazon, and I believe they said Apple too.
Yeah, let me tell y'all what Amazon is doing, right? So they want you to rent the joint for like $12. And if you want to buy it, that's on like $50, $60.
Yeah, they coming up right now.
Yes, they are.
Controversy sells.
Yes, it does. How you feeling about the Kyrie situation, Vito?
I feel like, how is he being punished? And all he did was retweet it. Mm-hmm. The people who made it aren't being punished. The people who selling it aren't being punished. So how are you basically killing the messenger?
Yeah.
Right.
What happened to freedom of speech?
Right. Now let me ask y'all about that, because I was listening to something earlier on a talk radio. And they were saying that basically freedom of speech is tricky when you got them contracts like entertainers and athletes. Because basically they're saying that even though you got freedom of speech, your speech can lead to conduct like this detrimental to your work environment or to your team. So they're like, it is freedom of speech, but for them, it's not freedom of speech, basically.
Okay, but listen, as far as that goes, he retweeted it. He didn't say anything. He just retweeted it. So he didn't even say anything wrong.
Right.
He just retweeted the movie. That's like if somebody retweets the movie, a picture of the movie Roots. Nobody gonna go fucking crazy about that.
Right.
And it's about the slave trade. So come on, man.
Remember Trump, before he was kicked off, he was king of the retweets on there, and he was always catching some backlash.
Right.
But just not to mention, though, I just wanted to say a few things of what this man, Kyrie, done put his money to. $323,000 donated to Feeding America. 250 meals were distributed to New Yorkers. 17 pallets of foods and masks were where he was partnered with Nike were donated to a Standing Rock tribe. Committed $1.5 million to pay for WNBA players opted out of the 2020 season. You paid off the college tuition of 9 HBCU students.
Right.
And he purchased a house for the family of George Floyd.
Okay.
According to Steven Jackson or whatever, but
some of that stuff right there is probably why they want to cancel him now. Some of that stuff, like, everybody ain't with helping everybody and you being a good Samaritan.
And I wonder, do him and Kanye have some type of ties? Because remember, Kanye was trying to get out one of his deals. He was trying to get out the deal with Adidas and the thing. And I don't know if y'all remember when Kyrie was saying that Nike is designing colorways and designs for sneakers that he didn't agree with. So he was trying to get out his Nike deal too.
Right.
And how come I don't see like people getting banned left and right for their hate speech against black folks like since Elon Musk took over? It's crazy, and I don't know why people aren't flipping out over that. That is a bigger issue to me than some damn him retweeting some damn film and shit. Like, this is like really how people feel behind closed doors,
right,
about black folks. So
now, some white people do get canceled for saying nigga, but it's selected. They pick who they want to get canceled.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Shout out to you, Vito, though, too, because you always talk about Charles Barkley and Shaq, and I can't think of the exact words you be using for them when you describe them.
So they speak their mind?
No. When you be like, basically, they stuck in their ways, they stuck in back in the day.
They stuck in their generation,
Yeah, so shout out to that, because I be agreeing with a lot of the stuff they say about basketball, but a lot of that stuff they was saying about Kyrie, I don't agree with it. You know what I mean? And to me, it's like John said, this really shows me that we have nobody in the NBA, because not one person stepped up. Like, I'm riding with Kyrie. It should be freedom of speech. And like I said, everybody that did say something, they kind of like double dip.
How you feel about Brian chiming in on it? You think he was wrong for even commenting on
Listen, I originally thought he was wrong.
Stance?
But somebody brought to my attention that they heard or they read something that they said the reason why Brian didn't have a problem with saying nothing about Kyrie is because in the past Kyrie has said some hating type of shit about Brian in the media before. So I wonder if that's the case.
Man, listen, man. I know you've seen them videos and pictures. Brian is cool with them Jewish people.
Yeah, ain't no way in the world he is.
That's why he said something about it.
There ain't no way in the world he is when he is in business. If he got to deal with them at some point.
Damn, what's my man name that gosh, he plays in the what's the basketball Jordan Cube got?
Big Three?
Yeah, boy play in the Big Three. He went to Iowa State. He got drafted to the
White?
Yeah, Royce White. Royce White was basically saying Brown is a puppet and stuff like that. So, you know, I can believe it. Let me ask y'all this, though. It's been a lot of talk, especially on Twitter, boycott the NBA. Do you ever see the day where because I can't see us boycotting the NBA.
We can't. I don't see us boycotting the NBA, but we could boycott starting on some other shit, like boycotting like Gucci, Fendi, and all that bullshit.
I can't see none black people, because you got black people like with paper that's just arrogant, like, you know what I mean, like. Floyd. I didn't want to say his name, but like Floyd, like, man, I'm not doing what everybody else doing because everybody say don't wear. You always gonna have people like that, so I don't think we'll ever be able to boycott anything.
All right, but let me double back to the thing you said about LeBron being a puppet. Now he does have his ways, his puppet type ways, but he also does a lot of shit that a lot of them other so-called woke dudes don't do.
Like what?
Like the shit he do for the community, the schools, the giving back. He do a lot of shit. He do a lot more shit than that. Probably all them dudes.
And I don't know if that's like a smoke screen.
But listen,
whatever it is.
Listen to what I'm gonna tell you, because I had a friend. He may even be Jewish. But he told me that when entertainers do all them giveaways and all that, it's a big tax write-off and they getting that money back. So
that's cool, but you still don't have to do. You can use that money and get it written off on something else. You can buy a business that you're going to benefit off of instead of like giving it to a fucking community center or whatever he's doing, schools. So there's other ways you can get tax write-off.
Yeah, I understand that. But what I'm saying is, to me, if you gonna be this face in the black community like that, giving out turkeys and like you Nino Brown doing Thanksgiving and all that, and you gotta be that guy that speaks up for everybody else. You can't be the black guy that just like no, you was wrong. Everybody can't say, no, you was wrong, Kyrie. Somebody has to, like, nah, he should be able. The person that said the most, and, like, even I said Steven Jackson, he kind of stuck his toe in the water because he say, I'm riding with you. But then he say stuff like, maybe you got to learn a little bit more, like some cool stuff like that. The only person that flat out really said something to me was Cole Beasley in the NFL, the former wide receiver. He was like the only person that really said something about it to me that I've seen.
Let me say this, though. Is it a possibility that some of these dudes you can use me as a puppet in the public's eye, but that's my way of infiltrating my way in to get this money to help black people further along in life?
You might can say that's what Kanye just did.
No,
but
Kanye ain't the type of person. I'm talking about a person like LeBron. Say, all right, y'all might look at me as a puppet. Y'all might look at me as a sellout, but I'm using that to get to a certain point where as though I can have my foot in the door with these people so I can help bring my people along.
Nah,
that reminds me of that movie, The Spook Who Sat by the Door.
That's all it reminds me of, a movie. I don't think that would never
you can't. But you can't say one thing is a movie and then say it can't be the other way on the other.
No, but I believe. I mean,
it's possible.
It is possible, but I mean, if that person has that mindset to go in there
and
actually know that he's going in there only to help his people out. There's a lot of people that go in there. I think they're puppets.
Well, would you rather have a puppet that's doing more for your community than a guy who's so-called woke and saying all the right shit but ain't doing nothing?
Either way, you're not getting nothing but a free meal or free toy here and there.
If you getting something free, it's more than what the fuck you had.
That's what I'm saying. But it's still not helping the community when the community need help.
If you getting free education at a better rate at a better school,
but what I'm saying is forget all of that. What I'm saying is right now, dumb 10, 11, 12-year-old kids that LeBron is giving stuff away to and all that. They're being trained right now that when you get older, no matter how much money you got, if you're black, you got to watch your mouth or they'll take it all from you.
But that's the reality.
And nobody is going to back you up.
But that's still the reality.
Nah, so what I'm saying is when we kids, we look at these athletes as superheroes. Like somebody got to step up and be a superhero.
And it's only one motherfucker that I know of right now that I feel like they say what they want. And they don't worry about the repercussion. And that is Farrakhan. That's the only person I feel like that say what he want.
Right.
But he not playing with that type of money them guys playing with either.
Notice how the media had their hand in like making it look like Kanye. They're making it seem like they're crazy.
Right.
Kanye and Kyrie. As soon as they get to talking about that stuff, oh, he's a free-thinking, this crazy guy. They control the narrative. So the media definitely has a large part in playing.
Yeah, the media has a large part, but we gotta blame us because we keep falling for that.
Because everything
like
Kanye
we keep saying it,
come
we
to
keep,
fruition.
but we keep seeing it. Like you've always seen it. Like nigga go crazy. Martin top on the top of the joint. Chappelle, like we see it all the time. So by now we should know what's really going on. But like I said, we not standing for anything. So that's why I don't think no boycotts and none of that will ever happen. And I don't think nobody with a real name is ever going to step up. Like,
and that's all it takes is for it's something to put together.
No, but what I'm saying is I don't think they got to listen, bro. There's no way everybody see what's going on. Like you coming from generation to generation to generation, and you see what's going on. And out of everybody, you take Gotti out the mix, but the only people to try to put something together was the hood guys with money, Suge, Jay Prince, and Gotti, because he had the money. Like, out of everybody, them the only three guys that's ever tried to do something. Like, I'm starting
to... other guys, they just don't get publicized. Like, Trader Truth, he do shit.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about the big dogs.
Oh, okay.
The big dogs, they got the money. Jay's at a B. Kanye was at a B. Puff was at a couple $100 million before he jumped to a B.
Dre, yeah.
Dre, we got a bunch of niggas. Why if all this is going on, right? Why nobody never did nothing? Because to me,
they all got somebody to answer
to. Me, they all public, like, because even when you look at Dre got Jimmy Iovine. They all got somebody.
That may be the case, but it may be some shit that they do that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying? Everybody might not want the limelight when it comes to giving back. Like, cause if
I'm not saying giving back. I'm saying putting money together and getting our own something, so we don't gotta worry about these people boxing us out.
Something what? Like what?
Like when Suge and them was trying to get the distribution deal. I mean, run the distribution label. We need stuff like that. And the guys, to me, when they keep seeing this going on, because everybody, when they start, they'll say, "Oh, this has been going on for years. We got it." It's like the same speech.
You know what you saying that? What I understood about what it's going to be? It's going to be this generation that starts that shit. All right, like remember you saying the shit about Shaq and Barkley? They so stuck in their way.
But that's why they probably.
It's going to be this generation.
That's probably why they're trying to make an example out of so many people now.
I remember. I don't know if y'all remember when Killer Mike. Remember he was talking about starting a banking system down there,
right?
But I think, me personally, I think he got involved too much with politics. And politics, you know how them left wingers are. And I think that shit just, that plane crashed.
But, like, my bad, not to cut you off, but even when you say, right, giving back to the community and helping the community, and these same guys that I mentioned, the Jay-Z and the Diddy, where they could put their money towards a record business, a film company, a film district, anything.
Tyler Perry.
Yeah, they could get with him too and put something all together. They won't do that. But
Tyler Perry did that.
No, I'm saying all of them together. They won't do that all together, but Jaya and Diddy invest in liquor. Shit that's going to fuck the hood up more. You see what I'm saying? Like, when are you going to give...
That ain't the only motherfuckers that drink liquor.
Huh?
Everybody drink liquor.
Everybody drink liquor, but what I'm saying is, we know what's happening in the hood. We know all these kids right now, 12, 13 years old, running around, drinking, getting drunk and everything. Like, that's part of the move.
But we all know where the younger motherfucking drinkers come from. They don't be coming from the hood.
Nah, to me, it's equivalent to this, right? Because we always talk taxes and drugs and all that, right? Mm-hmm. To me, it's like you becoming a billionaire and you start supplying crack in the hood. It was the difference. The only thing is the government not taxing crack. It's the same thing. The liquor killing you. Out of everything you can invest in, you investing in something that's going to do a bunch of... And think about how many people going to get drunk, kill somebody, get drunk, get in an accident, kill somebody, kill themselves, bad liver, all type of bullshit off the way. You could have took that same money, invested in something different.
But do you see how you're looking at it in a small scope? Because think about all them people that aren't black that own the liquor companies that are doing the same thing, and they're not being held accountable for it.
It's not about being held accountable. They have a foundation. So they have what I'm saying. Them other people that's doing it, they have all these companies that I'm saying we need to try to get. No, it doesn't make it okay. But what I'm saying is it doesn't make it okay for you to try to be in their lane when you could come bring something to our lane. They're set. Basically, all those people that do that you're saying that aren't black, they all set. They got everything. They got all the distilleries. They got everything. This is the stuff we need to get. That's all I'm saying.
There are some black-owned...
we need a lot. What I'm saying is we need a lot of everything where we can't get canceled. Where we can be able to say whatever we want.
Listen, you know the only way we can be canceled is if black people fall in line with the canceling, because we are the culture. Right. When it comes to music, it comes to sports. So,
but it goes back to the boycott.
But even if the people up top are Jewish and they say cancel this person, okay, if they say cancel this person and all the black people don't go for it, that person can't be canceled. Because think about it, sneaker sales without us, they aren't what they are. Right. Sports aren't what they are without us.
Right.
Music isn't what it is. Hip hop is the number one genre. Music isn't what it is without us.
Yes, but I just asked you, do you think that if a basketball arena holds 20,000, just say it holds 20,000, and half of them is black, do you think them 10,000 people going to stop going to them games? No.
That's what I'm saying. So it can start with us.
It do start with us, but I don't think we will never break out of it. That's why I said I don't think we'll ever boycott anything. Because the way we look at it is that's just one nigga. Kyrie, all right, but we still got Ja and all these other. And it's sad, but that's how we look at it.
You know why? It's sad that you notice like the Jewish communities and how much they stick together. Black folks, we got some issues. We can't never come on common ground about anything. We are our own worst enemy, and when it comes to all this other shit, you're right. It starts with us, and we got some fucking issues.
Right.
Do.
One thing I do want to say before we wrap up the Kyrie Irving section, like, they gave him 6 things to do, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not understanding, okay, you want him to apologize and condemn the film. I understand that. But why does he got to make a $500,000 donation to anti-hate causes? For what? For what? Like, you just bleeding the man.
Racism that's going on now.
If that's me, I'm not apologizing because he didn't say anything hateful, and I'm not giving up no money for something that I don't agree to.
Right. So. Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da.